Hey, we are live. Where's my live glasses? Right here. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Motivation for the Nation. My name's Action Jackson. I'm your host for this amazing show each and every day. Today, I'm so excited. I hope you're excited as well. Here we go. Good morning. Welcome to Motivation for the Nation. The Williams family in the building. Welcome to the Williams family. You guys are so amazing. Welcome. I'm so excited. If you're watching right now, this is Action Jackson. And welcome to Motivation for the Nation. Each and every day, you know the nation needs motivation, right? That's why this show exists. To increase your dose of happiness. Oh yes, I'm excited. If you're watching for the first time, welcome. Anna, welcome back, Anna. Some regulars who have been watching the show for quite a while. Welcome. This is Motivation for the Nation. You know how we do it. In a moment, we're going to be doing our warm-up. If this is your first time, you are in for a treat. Trust me, this show is off the hook. I'm so excited. If you're watching, please don't be shy. Just type hello down below. Just type hello so I know. The theme for today's show is very simple. I love it. How to develop your ambition. If you want to know how to develop your ambition, stay tuned. I've got my Dream Big t-shirt on and I'm feeling good because by the time we're done, you're going to be dreaming big. Onto the vibes. I need to do my shout outs. I hope you're watching and I'm sure you're watching. Don't be shy. Type hello down below. I can see you. Recently, we've had people tune in from Dubai, from Abu Dhabi, from India, from Africa. So this show is global. Send the link to your friends. Let them know that we are in for a treat today. All right, who we got? Good morning to Jumoke. Welcome. Good morning. Thank you so much for tuning in. Good morning to Nancy. Good morning. This is Motivation for the Nation. And this is not like any other show. See, this is the kind of show that increases your dose of happiness. I know that the world needs a bit of joy in their life. That's why this show exists. So in a moment, I laugh when we get to this junction of the show, because this is the part of the show. Good morning to Cass. Good morning. I'm welcoming you. TK Real, good morning. I'd like to welcome you to the show. This is Motivation for the Nation, and we shall be getting started in a moment. We're just welcoming everybody into the show right about now. Calvin Casino, good morning. Welcome. This is Motivation for the Nation. I'm feeling so good. This is how I start my day. Just amping up the energy. Hey. Okay, without much ado, we're going to get into the warm-up. Now, let me explain the warm-up before I get started. I believe that emotions are everything. The way you handle emotions really matter. But the quickest way to shift your emotion is to shift your motion, meaning movement. Yes, movement. People ask me, why are you so excited all the time? And why are you so happy? I train my brain. So this is how the warm-up goes. We're going to pump it up with the name of the show. I don't think you're ready. Okay, here we go. This is the warm-up. If you've just joined me, this is the warm-up to the show. We're going to pump it up. Are you still watching me? You got to join in. You're pumping it up. This is the warm-up. Just do this. Motivation for the nation. Motivation for the nation. Okay. Motivation for the nation. Motivation for the nation. You didn't see that coming, did ya? All right. Motivation for the nation. Motivation for the nation. Welcome, everybody. This is the warm up. Motivation for the nation. Motivation for the nation. This is how we get warmed up. Motivation for the nation. Welcome, everybody. This is Motivation for the Nation with me, Action Jackson. Welcome to the show. Today is all about how to develop your ambition. But before that, let's pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to don't get shy on me. Don't you know? I hope you're moving. You got to woo! Feeling good. One more minute. Emotional pump up. Come on. Motivation for the nation. Motivation for the nation. Oh, you're not ready. Welcome, everyone. This is our warm-up. Here we go. Motivation for the nation. Motivation for the nation. Woo! Yeah! Come on. Oh, yeah. Wow. You're thinking, what have I just tuned into? You've just tuned into Motivation for the Nation. Here we go. Welcome, everybody. This is Action Jackson, and welcome to Motivation for the Nation. Each and every day, I'm in your face to inspire you, to dream big, to live the life of your dreams. Yeah? Now, the reason why we start the show like that is to show you that life is for the living. Don't ever let energy be drawn away from you. Now, the second thing we do during the show is we do our warm down. Our warm down is a mental exercise. I believe your mind is a very powerful tool. And the more grateful you are about life, the more life you live. Many people aren't grateful for life. Many people are blessed with such greatness, but they don't see it because they're busy complaining about what they don't have. If you just joined me, this is Motivation for the Nation. Welcome. We're about to do our warm down exercise. So some of you are like, whoa, that energy was high. We're going to bring it down now. And here's what we're going to bring it down. We have a phrase that we use during our mindfulness exercise. And the phrase says, all I need is within me now. Because everything you need to achieve your ambition in life is already in you. It's not out there. It's in here. So everyone, take a deep breath in for me. Breathe out. Good morning, Johnny Good News. Welcome. I like a name like that, Johnny Good News. I like that. Breathe in. Breathe out. Repeat this after me. All I need is within me now. Yes. Say, all I need is within me now. Breathe in. Breathe out. This is a way of positively programming our minds to help us to understand that all we need is within us now. Breathe in. Breathe out. All I need is within me now. I am happy to be alive. Everybody watching, type it up. Type it in the comments below so I know you're actively involved on the show. Thank you very much, Anna. Miriam, Ezekiel, welcome to the show. Good morning. All I need is within me now. So if you're watching, I want you to take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Say, all I need is within me now. Jamarca says, I'm happy to be alive. Yes. This whole mantra right here, I want you to say that to yourself. All I need is within me now. I am happy to be alive. Imagine if you say that to yourself every day. All I need is within me now. I am happy to be alive. Yes, life is for the living, and life is everywhere. Life is everywhere. But the more you appreciate life, the more life you have to appreciate. Ooh-wee. Did you hear that? The more you appreciate life, the more life you have to appreciate. Here's the phrase I always say to people doing this exercise. When you complain, it affects your brain. When you complain, it affects your brain. But when you're grateful, your heart will be full. Ooh-wee. So, one last time. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Repeat after me. All I need is within me now. I am happy to be alive. I can hear you. Even in Dubai, I can hear you. Africa, I can hear you. India, I can hear you. Say, all I need is within me now. I'm happy to be alive. Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. Now, if you welcome to Motivation for the Nation, my name is Action Jackson. I'm your host for today. This show is all about motivation, increasing your dose of happiness each and every day, 10 a.m. here on this amazing YouTube channel. The aim of today's show is to teach you and share with you stories of amazing people who have done amazing things in our community, around our world. The first individual I'm about to bring on is a young man who I've been working with now over the last couple of weeks over this lockdown. During this lockdown, I started a school called Happy Life Academy. This was a school that I had in a pipeline many, many years ago, and I crystallized the dream 3 months ago. I was meant to launch in January. I was procrastinating. And then all of a sudden, the pandemic hit, school closure, lockdown, kids don't know what to do with themselves. And I thought to myself, well, that vision that I had, I need to birth it. So we birthed Happy Life Academy, which is an online school teaching kids skills like leadership, self-awareness, ambition, resilience, things that they don't have chance to learn at school. And as I was interviewing some of these kids for the school, I met with this amazing young man who wants to be something great in life. And we're going to interview him right now very quickly before we bring on Leanne, who's another amazing person we're going to have on the show today. I just want you to hear the inspiration behind this young man. I believe that the song that says, I believe the children are our future. Teach them well, help them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let our children's laughter remind us how we used to be. He's amazing. He's talented. He's gifted. He is very, very smart. He's very, very competitive. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm bringing on to the show right now, Samuel. I hope you're ready. Mm-hmm. Samuel, how are you doing, Samuel?
Fine, thank you.
Good morning. Say good morning to the world. The world is watching you right now. Everybody type good morning to Samuel. Everybody type it up. Say good morning to the world, Samuel. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing good.
Excellent stuff. So, Samuel, tell us your name and how old you are and what year you're in.
My name is Samuel Fayoyin. I'm in year 6.
Okay.
My dream job is to be an actor.
You want to be an actor? I love that.
So right now, I'm currently writing a movie.
Wait, stop. You're in year 6, you're on lockdown, and you're writing a movie. Tell us more.
Yes. I started it around 2 months ago.
Okay.
So it's inspired from a TV show called Henry Danger.
Okay.
It's about a superhero being captured by an evil doctor who wants to turn every human into a form of a robot.
Wow. So you've been watching television, but that television has inspired you to write your own movie. So not only are you consuming, you're creating as well. I love that. That is amazing. Listen, how amazing is that? I think that's beautiful. Now, here's a question I want to ask you. is you've been on lockdown. How have you handled the lockdown? Have you been productive? What have you been doing during the lockdown?
Well, I've I've been waking up earlier.
Okay.
I've 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 been I've been able to talk to my friends more, and
Okay.
about some of them, because I would like to film the movie myself
Okay.
instead
Yeah.
of submitting it to like TV producers. So
Okay.
I was speaking to some of my friends to ask them if they could help me make the movie after quarantine, and
Okay.
yeah,
Wow. So you've been networking online with friends to get this movie up and running. So unlike the rest of your friends, when you come back from quarantine, you would have completed a movie. I love that. That is so amazing. You're also a student of our academy, Happy Life Academy. How has that been helping you, the Happy Life Academy?
it's actually really helped with me writing my movie. So I've learned that determination is key, and if you put your
Yeah. Confidence level. Has it boosted your confidence?
yeah, and when you put your time to things, you you can get them done easy. And for example, using the 10,000 hour rule, if
Mm.
you can do it, you can do like 5 hours every day, five maybe even 1 hour each day, and you can get up in the next like 2 years. You could develop a great skill.
I love that. Yeah, some of the things that we've been teaching them at Happy Life Academy, if you spend an hour every day working on your skill, before you know it, you become an expert. I love that. So you're such an inspiration to us all. Everybody that's watching right now, they're loving what you're saying. They're saying, "Good morning, Samuel." Samuel, what one word of inspiration do you have for the rest of your friends who are on lockdown, who are just busy playing computer game and watching TV? What words of inspiration do you have for them from your heart to theirs?
Productivity and determination.
Wow. This is coming from a year six. Okay. Productivity and determination should be the key word. Samuel, you've been an inspiration to everybody.
Thank,
We've got Uncle Jay who's watching right now. Uncle Jay's watching. He's saying hello to you. Also, we've got members of your clan who's watching right now saying hello to you. They're really, really proud. How proud are you, audience, of this amazing young man? Please, I want you to express how proud you are of him. Do you have any questions for him? Post up the questions if you have questions, because today is all about how to develop your ambition. And this young man who's in year six is not wasting his time during lockdown. He's reading, he's attending our academy, and he's building his own film. His aim and his passion one day is to become an actor. Okay, he's going to become an actor, and I love that. I love that. I love that. That is so. Are you really proud of yourself, Samuel?
yeah,
Yeah, I think you should be definitely proud of yourself. You've got a big smile, and you're an inspiration to the world. Well done, young man. You are great. Excellent stuff.
thank you.
Well, I look forward to working with you on that movie. We're going to be working together on the movie, so that I think mentorship is so important. Happy Life Academy is a school where we train young leaders like Samuel. Our three motto is laugh, learn, and what, Samuel? What's
Lead.
our third motto? Lead. Laugh, learn, and lead. And that's what we stand for. Thank you so much, Samuel. I'm just looking at everyone saying, they're saying, well done to Samuel. Look at that. Very proud of you, Samuel. Uncle Jay says, very proud. Keep doing what you do, Samuel. This is just amazing from everyone. They're really proud of you. Are you proud of yourself again? Yeah. Love that. Love that. Very proud of you, son. Look at that. You see, this is the beginning of your greatness, and I'm proud of you. And I know you're going to become a great actor. And then you're going to buy mom and dad a house and a car. You're going to send them to Bahamas. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you better. They'll come for you and say, my friend, I raised you. Come on, where's my reward? Well done, Samuel. You are amazing. You are truly, truly amazing. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Take care, mate.
me too. Bye.
All right. Amazing young person. Listen, the children are the future. That's why we must spend time nurturing them. We must spend time pouring into them. This lockdown is the perfect time to really inspire them. Why? They're not at school. We get it. But the skills that they cannot learn at school, we need to teach them that skill now. That's part of why I started the academy, Happy Life Academy, where I can teach them the skills that I was taught that I didn't get in school. I've got 1,700 books that I've read and learned. The things that I didn't learn at university, I'm learning. That's what's helped me to become who I am today. So stay tuned for more. There are people watching, Samuel, people watching from, they're proud of Samuel. People watching from Manchester right now. I'm so blessed to be able to interview him. Well, on with the show. If you're just watching right now, my name is Action Jackson. I am the host of this amazing show called Motivation for the Nation. I hope you're feeling good. My next guest is a special individual. So stay tuned. Today's show is all about developing your ambition. I don't care how old you are, we all have an ambition. So very quickly, I'm going to go straight into the introduction of my next guest. Well, my next guest is a multi-award-winning inspirational speaker, a doctor, co-founder of Armitage Foundation. Dr. Leanne hailed from a single-parent home living in a council flat. She went from that to becoming a doctor and starting her own charity. Her ultimate passion in life is simply to inspire people to be the best version of herself. She does this through inspirational talks on resilience, adapting to change, discipline, and youth development. Her main interest is in global health, and her future ambition is to practice medicine abroad in middle and low class income settings. Not only has she gone from being in a single parent home to council flat to achieving her greatness, she also met the Queen. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your digital hands together for the next guest of my show. I would like to call her Dr. Leanne Armitage.
Hello, I'm really well, thank you, and so happy to be here on Motivation for the Nation.
Listen, you are an inspiration to us all. I was on LinkedIn the other day and I read your piece and I thought, wow, it's such an amazing thing to be able to see someone like you achieve what you've achieved. Tell us a bit about yourself, what you do, and the whole journey.
Yeah, so currently just graduated, so we'll be starting as a junior doctor in a few months' time. Also running the Armitage Foundation, which is a charity that's dedicated to increasing diversity across UK medical schools. And this is a really important issue because most medical students come from backgrounds where their parents were doctors or their families were doctors. And so it's a lot easier for them to enter the profession. Whereas students coming from a similar background to mine, where
I think we got some internet. Don't do it. Today's not the day for you to let me down, internet. One second, we've got some buffering issue. If you leave the studio, come back into the studio again, so that we need to hear everything you've got to say. I don't want the internet to let me down. So if you leave studio and come into studio again. Welcome, guys. This is Motivation for the Nation. My name is Action Jackson. We've just got Dr. Leanne on the show who's about to tune in to share with us her amazing story. I want you to hear everything she has to say because she's an inspiration. If you've got young people right now who need inspiration, you better gather them around that laptop, around your phone to come and hear what Dr. Leanne has to say. I believe that everyone has an ambition. It's up to you and I to make sure that that ambition comes to life. It's not enough to believe. We must take action. She took action. So we're going to bring her on in a moment. If you're just watching, good morning. Type up where you're watching from so I can give you a shout out. So I can give you a big, massive shout out. Thank you so much, everybody. We got Manchester in the building. We've had Amsterdam in the building. Okay, Dr. Leanne is back with us. Hello.
Hiya.
Yay,
I'll be good to go now.
Yes, it's been well. So tell us a bit more about yourself. Yes.
Yep. So I was saying that, so I set up this charity to essentially help students from a background like mine get into medical school. Because coming from the background I did come from, not having any medics, growing up in a council estate, not having any proper mentors in my early days, I really struggled with self-esteem. I struggled to believe that my dreams were possible because even though I had huge dreams, I couldn't see anybody that I could relate to. And so it used to make me question whether this is truly possible. possible. But I guess trusting in God and just working really hard and meeting mentors along the way, I was able to actually start realizing these dreams. And I want my foundation to help other students from a similar background who want to study medicine to go on to do the same.
Do you know what? It's so amazing what you're saying. So you started a foundation helping kids from underprivileged backgrounds to be able to get into medicine. Tell us about that background. What was it like? I mean, because people will look at you now and they'll be like, "Oh, she's met the queen. Oh, yeah, it's all right for her." But I need them to know the story behind the glory that we see. Talk to us.
Yeah. So, please ask me questions as I go along, because it's my story. Sometimes I just say certain things, but if there's something you want me to touch on, ask me. So I'll say that my vision was born when I was 15 years old. I was coming home one day with my sister, and I love helicopters. And there was a helicopter that was landing on a grass field in the middle of a huge estate close to where I live. So I said to my sister, can we go over to watch the helicopter land? And she said yes. So we went there. When we got there, I remember seeing a crowd of people gathered around. And so I asked one of the ladies in the crowd, why is everybody here? What is everybody gathered for? And then she told me that a young man had been stabbed. And I vividly remember that in that moment, all of the excitement I had for the helicopter disappeared, because it dawned on me that this helicopter is not landing for any good reason. It's landing because somebody has potentially died, you know? So that evening I went home with a really heavy heart. And I remember just praying and asking God, what can I do? Because I wanted to help, but at the same time, I felt somewhat powerless as a 15-year-old girl. And so the idea came to me that if I aspired to become a trauma surgeon, then that would give me a platform to go into environments where young men are victims of knife and gun crime and inspire them to be and to do better. But coming from the background I come from, not having any medics, like my mother was only educated to GCSE level, so she didn't really understand how to navigate the higher education system. I literally just Googled what I'd need to do, and then I just started following the steps I found.
Wait, stop. So helicopter landed, you see a young man on the floor, you see medics, you're like, yeah, this can't be, no way. And then you go home and your heart met that moment, and you went home and you did some self-learning about the dream that you wanted to become.
Exactly. Yeah.
How difficult was the journey, not having any examples of people who gone into the medical field to then becoming now Dr. Leanne? I mean, like, how difficult was the journey?
I think for me, what I found to be one of my major challenges is battling with self-esteem, being able to keep telling myself that you can do this, you've got what it takes. And I must say, as I was progressing along the journey, my self-esteem was starting to increase, but there were various things that sometimes still challenged me. Sometimes other people, teachers. I remember once going to my primary school. This is after I had got the grades I needed to apply to medicine. And I told one of my school teachers that, oh yeah, I want to apply to medicine. And she was like, really? That's really expensive. It's like, and I felt like, okay, why are you sowing seeds of doubt? Why are you not supporting me, sort of thing? So these kind of things challenged me. Again, looking at my background and thinking people like me don't really become doctors, all of those kind of thoughts. So I think it was more so a mental battle, because I must say, living in the UK, we have so many opportunities, and I've indeed been a beneficiary of many opportunities. I actually managed to get a scholarship for my sixth form education. I was the first recipient of that scholarship. And I even have also had a scholarship from my borough for my university degree. So I've also had a lot of support in spite of the challenges. And even with support, it still has been challenging.
So what you're saying is the greatest battle you had to win was the mind battle, where people told you that it's expensive, it can't be done, people like you can't do it, but yet you did not allow that to stop you. What got you going? I mean, what was happening in there? Because I know out there, people can tell you, and to anyone that's watching, welcome to Motivation for the Nation. We're here with Dr. Leanne, who is an amazing, inspirational person who has fought many battles to become who she is today. And she's now talking to us about the fact that her mind was the greatest battlefield. How did you win that battlefield of the mind?
Yeah, very good question. I think there were two strategies I used. The first is that I filled my mind with stories of inspiration. I used to watch different motivational talks. I used to, like someone like Action Jackson, for example. I used to write statements on my wall. I still have them on my wall. Declarations that you will be a doctor, you'll be this, you'll be that. So that was one of the things I did, because, you know, you have to kind of give your mind the right thoughts, the right encouragement, the right information. I actually forgot the second point I was going to say. Goodness, it will come back to me.
But I love the first point. The first point was you filled your mind, like greatness in, greatness out. Yeah, it's like, and so you filled your mind with inspiration. So because you did not allow the negative voice to affect you, and you pumped your mind with great. This is what I'm saying. Parents watching, teenagers watching. Don't just sit there and let somebody tell you your dreams are impossible. Yeah, fight for your dreams. You're just like me, because I watch movies that inspire me to be more of what I want to do. And that is so, so powerful. Now, another thing that's so beautiful about you as well is, tell us about, my mom's on the line and she said, well done,
Really?
girl.
Thank you, Mom.
Well, I tell you what, my mom was one of those people who filled my brain. So all the moms watching, please, I beg you, speak words of life into your children. I can remember my mom growing up. I was 5 years old. I can remember this clearly. We were in Nigeria. I loved planting things. And my mom would say, and the neighbor came over, and the neighbor said, oh, what's Jackson doing? And my mom said, he's planting. Everything he touches prospers. She said that when I was 5. That stuck with me till today.
Yeah.
Everything I touch turns to gold. What? Hey. You know, and that's because of the people we have around us. Tell us about how environment plays a key part in ambition.
Yeah. So I'd start with my room environment. So as I said, I used to put posters all around my wall. I used to create the environment that was going to fertilize the vision that I had, which again came through me reading over messages and making things become truth to me that I was struggling to accept as truth. I think your external environment, you can't change that. And I really remember in sixth form, I would struggle because I got a bursary to go to a boarding school. So I was living in a mansion for boarding school, then coming back to a council estate on the weekends, and jumping from those two environments. It was really challenging for me emotionally. And sometimes I didn't even understand. Like my brother, when he would drive me back to boarding school, he'd say, you're always in this weird mood when I'm driving you back. And at that age, I didn't understand why I was having those emotions. It was because I was struggling to balance all of these differences, you know? But I think that the vision is what allows you to overcome all of these challenges. The vision is what allows you to rise out of your environment, because it doesn't matter what environment you're in. You know, as I said, in the UK, we have a plethora of opportunities. So if you're focused and you eliminate distractions, and that's something I needed to do. I needed to let go of certain people who weren't going to help me get to my vision, and also delaying gratification, saying no to certain things that you want to do, not because you can't do them. You can do them, but just not at that time, because you must prioritize in line with your vision.
Wait. I think you touched on something so powerful there that many young people and adults need to learn: delayed gratification. What you're saying is there are things that you want that you're going to have to wait for, but everybody wants instant gratification, so they don't know how to work for the vision of the future. If you're watching right now, this is Action Jackson. Welcome to Motivation for the Nation. Today, we're talking about how to develop your ambition. I'm here with Dr. Leanne. I'm so proud of her, an individual who hailed from a council estate in Peckham, I believe.
Yeah.
In Peckham, to becoming a doctor, starting her own charity. Do you mind me asking how old you are right now?
I'm 25.
She's 25 years old, a doctor, director of her own charity. And I'm about to tell you, she met the Queen as well. Nothing. Listen, the dreams are possible. If you're watching it, that's why I've got my Dream Big t-shirt out here. You dream big. If you've missed it, she was walking home from school one day. She saw a helicopter land in the park. She thought, is it royalty that came? No, it was the St. John's ambulance, air ambulance that come to rescue a young man that was stabbed. The helicopter wasn't her attention. She saw a young man stabbed. She said, something needs to be done. She went home. She Googled what it means to be in the medical field. She planted ideas in her mind. And look at her today. Now, she did so well that you got to meet the Queen. Tell us about that.
Oh, wow. Ooh. I think meeting the Queen was such a magical moment. Sorry. Yes, meeting the Queen was a very magical moment for me because it was so surreal, you know. You're just thinking, wow, that little girl from the council estate, that little girl with a dream, that little girl who, you know, experienced pain. It was painful when I found out that that young man had basically potentially lost his life. It was painful because I knew, even though at that age I didn't understand properly the system that we live in, I just knew that that was a form of injustice, that no, you know, 15 or 16 or however old he was, no man of that age should be dying, and I wanted to do something. And so meeting the Queen, it wasn't like my goal is to meet the Queen. It was a byproduct of me just following passions and trying to create social change, you know. So it was it just felt so magical and surreal.
So what would tell us a bit about why did they call you? Why did the Queen call you?
Yeah. So the Queen's Young Leaders Award is actually what I was receiving. It's an award that they give to 2 people from the UK and 2 people from each of the other countries across the Commonwealth. So it's international, and it was running from 2014 to 2018. So I was the final recipient of the award.
But wait, hold on. So the Queen's Young Leaders Award is only given to, you said, 2 people.
2 people in each country in the Commonwealth.
And you were one of them.
Yeah, which felt crazy, like so crazy. so crazy. And it was such an amazing experience.
I'm getting inspired right now because she didn't have a dream of meeting the Queen. She just had a dream of saving her life, and she ended up meeting the Queen. Yeah, there's a scripture that tells me that, you know, I'm trying to say, your gift shall make room for you and sit you before kings. And this is what's happened. A young girl, 15 years old, who saw a problem and decided to become a solution, is now sitting here before me. I am so privileged to have you on this show because you are inspiring so many people who are watching to not give up on their dreams. Wow.
Thank you.
So, okay, you know, some people might look at you and say, well, it's all right for you, isn't it? Like, you know, like you've made it. How can our young people, especially in this lockdown, really make the most of their time, especially our young people? Because I'm really concerned for our young people because they've been off school for many weeks now, and they're going to be TikToking, Netflixing, Snapchatting, but they're not going to be thinking about their ambition. Is there one practical thing you can really share with our young people or parents? First of all, young people, then our parents, that they can do to help our young people dream big?
I think young people, I would encourage you to create a vision board. Have a vision board of what you want to achieve in the future. If cars and houses are your motivation, so be it. Put that on your vision board. Try to also put a profession. Try to put what you would like your life be in 10 years' time. Put that on your vision board and put that vision board somewhere where you can see it every single day, because that's going to act as your source of motivation. And parents, I would sit down with your children and create a schedule so that their weeks are still structured. I, over the weekend, created my schedule for the next 12 weeks with goals that I want to achieve at the end of each week. And then parents, do it with your, so that you can both agree on what they're doing. And children, if you need to put your vision board next to the schedule to remind yourself why you're living by your schedule, then so be it. But those would be my 2 pieces of advice.
Woo! Wait, Dr. Leanne just said you need to create a vision board and a schedule. Put your vision board next to your schedule so you know why you're following the schedule.
Exactly.
It's funny. My mom's watching and she's like, oh, Jackson did exactly the same. My mom would walk into my room and I would have posters of Michael Jordan on the wall. And I would have, like, I'm going to be the greatest motivational speaker in Europe up in front of me. And this was when I was at secondary school. I would have pictures of the car I want to drive on my wall. So your wall can become your vision board. And I love that. I love that. Today, I'm sitting before you as the #1 motivational speaker here in the UK and around the world. I love what I do with a passion because, Leah, if you study successful people, we do exactly the same thing. We have a vision and we surround ourselves with the vision, and we surround ourselves with people that celebrate that same vision. I love that. You are such an inspiration. At this junction, I want our audience to type up questions that I would love to ask Dr. Leanne. And while we're doing that, please start typing up the questions if you're watching. Your foundation, this is the details about the foundation. Tell us about the work you do with the foundation, the practical stuff you do with the foundation.
Tell us about the foundation, did you say?
Yeah.
Okay. So we run a program, and we're in the process of developing 2 additional programs. The first program that we're currently running is working with year 9 students. It's a program that's designed to give students a practical understanding of what it means to be a doctor. So each session is divided into part theory and part practice, where we teach you about something. So say if the session's on the heart, we'll teach you about the heart, we'll teach you how it functions, etc. Then the second part of this session, you'll get to practice some of the things that you've been learning. So we'll listen to the heart sounds with a stethoscope, we'll measure blood pressure and show you how to measure somebody's blood pressure. And we're currently in the process of developing 2 more programs, which will follow one from that. It will be a years 10 and 11, and then a 6th form program. And these programs will kind of build up on each other to help really support students with the different skills they need to make them strong candidates to medicine.
Wow. So this is one thing I love about you. Not only did you make it to the top, you then sent back the lift down to bring other people back by educating them. To all the parents watching and to all the young people watching, the best thing you can do is to expose yourself to your dreams. Me, I've always had the dream of becoming an actor and have my own television talk show. Hello. And I would watch 20 hours of Oprah Winfrey back to back to back to back to back to back to back. And I'll create formats of my own show. And I remembered applying to MTV with Richard Blackwood back in the day to just go and see what things are like. It's so important for you to surround yourself with your ambitions. You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. And if getting started is watching a movie about someone who's done what you want to do, or watching a documentary about someone who's done what you want to do, then that's a start. But embrace your dream. I'm going to go straight to the questions now. They haven't even got questions. They've just got like, Leanne, you're a star. I love that. I love that. This is amazing. This is such amazing stuff. So, do you know what? How have you been finding the lockdown yourself?
Sorry, can you repeat that question again?
How have you found the lockdown?
How do you improve yourself, did you say?
Yeah, how have you found it? How have you found the lockdown?
Oh, how have I found? I think first upset because I love going to the gym, and lockdown I haven't been able to go to the gym, obviously, and that's part of my routine. That's the way that I do. The way that I really have them positive.
Oh. All right. We'll probably bring her back in again. Leave the studio and come back in again. If you're just watching, this is a Motivation for the Nation. We just had Leanne, and I'm just waiting for some questions. When she comes back into the studio, we're going to take some questions from her. So leave studio, come back in to the studio so that we can buffer up again. I'm loving that. If you're just watching, what have you learned? What's one thing you have learned so far? Please type it up below. This show is very interactive. We're talking about how to develop your ambition. You are never too young or too old to develop your ambition. Okay. We got Leanne back. Hi. Oh, internet's still playing up. So what's one thing that you have learned so far from today's show? It's been an inspirational show for me personally. my passion is to help young people just really step up their game, and to be able to bring a young person onto the show to be able to share with us what she's been doing is so amazing. So we're just going to bring her on to just give us her final thoughts, and we're going to wrap up. So Leanne, if you're there, can you hear me? Oh, she's going to come back in. Now, I noticed something in the room that she's in. There are so many writings on the wall. There's so many posters on the wall. So it just goes to show that she lives her message. She lives her message. Whatever you're doing right now, I want you to just bear in mind that any ambition is possible. Don't let the negative things that are happening in the world stop you from dreaming, okay? So we got some messages. Vision board is very important. Sinmi says, well done, Leanne. You have just motivated me. I love that. You need to stay safe and keep on going. I love that. I love that. So we're going to bring on Leanne for her final thoughts. Hi, Leanne. What are your final thoughts for our audience?
I'm so sorry about that, guys. I'm having issues.
That's
so
right.
Sorry. Please, could you repeat the question, Action Jackson?
Yeah. So what final thoughts do you have for our viewers?
So I think my final thoughts, guys, would be, as I said, have a vision and make sure that you totally immerse yourself in that vision, okay? I think that one of the things we must understand, guys, is that discipline is necessary. For you to have a life of freedom, for you to have a life of enjoyment, you have to be disciplined. And oftentimes we associate discipline with pain. But anybody that's achieved anything great, they implemented discipline. They've got a schedule. They stick to things. They push themselves to do things. There were days when I didn't feel like revising. There were days when I didn't want to go into the hospital. There were days when I didn't want to do anything. But it's my vision that pulls me out, because we cannot be led by our emotions. We have to be led by wisdom. We have to be led by our vision. So that is the final words I'd leave with you.
I'm just going to drop the mic on that one right there, because I think you said it. You said it pretty much. You said it. And I'm so impressed with what you said. Thank you so much. You're a great inspiration. I wish you all the best for the future. And I have no doubt
Thank you.
Your foundation is going to triple and go further and further and further. And Leanne is also a big fan of the Happy song as well. You've heard the Happy song, I heard.
I don't know all the lyrics off by heart. Maybe you can start it and I'll try to join in.
Oh, wow. She knows the lyrics to the Happy song. You know what? I'm going to... Okay, so here's what we're going to do, right? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go... I'm going to bring the video up because I can't believe you know the lyrics to it as well. So where did you see the Happy song?
On Instagram. I was scrolling through the feed.
And you came across the Happy song. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do
on Instagram.
Leanne and I, we're gonna sing the Happy song together to kind of finish off the show, because I think she's a big fan, and the song is called Happy 365. If you haven't heard the song, where have you been? You need to know the song. You need to know the song, okay? So I'm just gonna bring that up right now. There we go. Okay. I'm so happy when the people say they've heard the song, it makes me happy. What was it you said? You said when you heard the song, it made you feel happy.
Yeah, I felt happy when I heard it. It brightened up my day.
Oh, that is so amazing. Okay, there we go. Happy. So for those of you who don't know about the song is called Happy 365. It's a song about hope. It's a song about resilience. It's a song that I recorded just before the lockdown, because I really believe that the lockdown was a way of bringing people down, but we needed to bring people back up, you know, in terms of their emotions and their happiness. And this song definitely did it. So here we go. Happy. If you're still watching, thank you so much for tuning in. Where are you watching from? I think it's so important that we understand that these days that we're in, we require happiness, we require joy. So here we go. It's gonna bring you back in. Let's share the screen here. I'm so excited right now. Okay, here we go.
Hello.
Can you see it? All right, there we go.
Ambassador for happiness. Let's do this.
So we're gonna vibe together, Leanne, yeah? Every time you wake up, don't forget you're amazing. You're a star, and that's never changing.
Life could be hard, but life could be. Do a little dance and move to the beat. I know negativity will come your way,
but you stay positive, like every single day.
They don't hold your destiny. Better live each day like a legacy. I know sometimes you comes in the morning. Younger, keep your head up high. I got you when you're falling. I know sometimes you cry, but joy comes in the morning. Young boy, keep your head up high. I got you when you're falling.
Hey, I'm HAPPY 365, yeah. I'm HAPPY.
JPPY.
Stay alive.
Stay alive. I'm HAPPY.
Yeah.
That's the only way to stay alive.
Yay! I'm HAPPY 365, yeah.
It's the only way to stay alive.
Yay! Guys, thank you so much for watching today. I am so inspired by this this amazing young lady. Listen, follow her advice. I think there's one thing I've learned from you today, and I'm going to do this. I have a vision book, and I put all my vision in that book, but I think I'm going to take it out of the book, and I'm going to create a vision wall in my life, so that I can actually see everything. I think that is so important. Dr. Leanne, you've been the most amazing guests. Thank you so much for your inspiration. God bless you.
Thank you for having me. God, you have a wonderful day. Bye.
You too. Excellent stuff. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This has been an amazing show. Whatever you do, please go and create your vision board. And just remember, you don't have to be great to get started, but you do have to get started in order to be great. Feel free to subscribe to this page so that when I put up clips and I do the next show, you can be notified with regards to what we are doing. Also, if you have any teenagers that need a bit of motivation during this lockdown, I would encourage you to enroll them on Happy Life Academy. The link is on this show right now, so if you can go below, click the link and come and enroll them on Happy Life Academy, where we teach them life skills. Our motto is learn, laugh, and lead. Laugh, learn, and lead. That's what we do at the Happy Life Academy. The vision of the school is to teach young people life skills. School teaches them to pass exam. We teach them to pass life. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. You have been amazing. If you'd like to learn more about the show, if you'd like to come onto the show, or you know someone who needs to come onto the show, I'm going to put up my details right now for the show, iCloud.com. This is it up here. So we've got the details right there. This is the email, jacksonican@icloud.com. If you want more details about the Happy Life Academy, email that address. Thank you so much to everyone that's watched. Thank you to Samuel, an amazing, talented young man who have inspired us all with his dreams. Samuel is truly amazing. To Dr. Leanne, thank you. To you, the audience watching us for the first time, thank you so much. God bless you. All the best with your life and the future. So I'm going to leave you with that thought in mind. Make sure you dream big. Thank you for watching.